Yeah,
Does that
but
matter?
again, that is such a useless stat, like what Corey's saying right there. It really doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, they've won the last 9 games, Newcastle, in their last competition, in all their last competitions, and they're looking to win the 10 in a row. Which, funnily enough, if they actually win this game, that's the first time in franchise history they've ever won 10 games in a row.
Franchise history is
Isak,
such a North American-ass way to
I'm sorry,
say a
club
team.
history. Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
offensive.
but it
I'm
is a
sorry. I
franchise.
A
apologize.
franchise.
Club history, okay?
Welcome to episode 24 of the CoDaKrew podcast. Today we're making predictions for matchday 22 of the Premier League. If you don't already know how this works, Kaibo and I get 1 point for correctly predicting any given match, win, loss, or draw, and we also have multiplier rules on screen now. Also on screen now is our predictions last week. So last week Kaibo got 5 points, I got 7, so now my lead is extended to 116 to 94. Kaibo, are you ready to stop hating on Nottingham Forest?
I mean, maybe, and I think this week, I think it's very easy to not hate on Nottingham Forest. That's just a little preview for what's going to be happening next.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, though, I mean, this game is starting to look like a basketball scoreline. I mean, 116-94, like,
It's like a blowout. It's not a very particularly close
yeah,
game.
it's
Actually,
like
in terms of the NBA today, it's actually not that big of a blowout.
that is true. That is very true, yes. Yeah,
Okay, but
but
it does feel like an Oklahoma City Thunder vs Toronto Raptors type like that would be the scoreline in that scenario.
yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I do
Alright.
want to say though. Okay, I'm sorry, this is so off topic, but like that OKC
no.
rebuild, man, amazing, dude. Sam Presti, like how he built that team up, just stacking draft picks. Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
that's not. And also, I remember like a few years ago how they kept like hating on. Yo, why are OKC getting this many draft picks? Don't they care about the team now? Well, I mean, looking back, damn,
Yeah,
they were on something.
Yeah, but now they gotta win something, you know?
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
sure.
championships are what matters.
Yep.
All right, let's stay on topic though.
Yeah, let's get started, man.
Alright, let's start off with our first match of today. Newcastle versus Bournemouth. And this one, pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is I know you said it was fun, but I feel like this is quite straightforward. I mean, Newcastle is looking too good right now. They're currently unbeaten in their last 6 Premier League games. And oh wait, this is a funny stat, okay?
All
They're
right.
unbeaten in their last 6 Premier League games, kicking off at 12:30 on a Saturday.
Yo. Oh.
Oh,
Wait, okay. Hang on. Did you find that out, or did someone else find that out? First off,
Someone
where is this
else.
from?
Someone else.
Okay,
I have a life, unfortunately.
who is that?
alright.
Who is that someone
I
else?
cannot divulge my sources. I just went online and searched them, to be honest with you.
That is a crazy thing for anyone to know. Whoever found that out, please get a life immediately.
Yes, but
What are we doing?
yes, but does that
What
matter?
are we
You know?
doing?
Yeah,
Does that
but
matter?
again, that is such a useless stat, like what Corey's saying right there. It really doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, they've won the last 9 games, Newcastle, in their last competition, in all their last competitions, and they're looking to win the 10 in a row. Which, funnily enough, if they actually win this game, that's the first time in franchise history they've ever won 10 games in a row.
Franchise history is
Isak,
such a North American-ass way to
I'm sorry,
say a
club
team.
history. Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
offensive.
but it
I'm
is a
sorry. I
franchise.
A
apologize.
franchise.
Club history, okay? I mean, even Isak is absolutely on fire, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he scored in each of his last 8 Premier League appearances, and only 2 people ever have matched that. And it's your GOAT, Jamie Vardy, back in that title-winning season
It's heaven.
where he
Sorry.
scored 11 in a row, and we have Ruud van Nistelrooy with 10. So I think this is a clear win for Newcastle. But it won't be an easy one. I give this 2-1 to Newcastle.
I think this will be an easy one. I mean, with Newcastle playing as well as they have recently, I just don't think that Bournemouth have a chance whatsoever. Yeah, and given you mentioned this, I think Isak has a legitimate chance of matching that Premier League streak that seems to be only touchable by Leicester faithful. And I can say that because Ruud van Nistelrooy is our coach now. Anyways, here's the way I see it. So Newcastle recently got Sven Botman back from a long-term injury, so now they have Botman and Burn, which is like that's a crazy strong center back duel. So I think given Bournemouth's attack is like central, they have Justin Kluivert and Evan Nielsen happens to be injured. There's just no way that I don't even see Bournemouth scoring a goal here realistically. And I think Newcastle just terrorizes them like they terrorize everyone nowadays. I'm saying 3-0 win for Newcastle.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll see what happens. It could very much be lopsided. Anyways, we will move on to Brentford versus Liverpool, and this might be lopsided too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's not much to say here. I mean, we have the best team in the world going against, I think, a team that just has a Cinderella home record.
Not anymore.
And
They used to.
no, yeah, no, not anymore. They used to, of course. But again, I feel like Liverpool, we need a redemption. I mean, we have in the last few days not been doing the best for our
Yeah.
standards, at least. I mean, we drew against United, we lost against Tottenham, first leg, Carabao Cup. So I mean, is that really a loss? I mean, we're going back to Anfield, so that's debatable. But at the end of the day, I would
I
still say it's
mean,
a loss.
on the score line, it's a loss.
No, no, no. I mean, there's first leg is then second legs for a reason. Is that really a
Mhm.
loss? I mean, I don't know about that. Okay,
Okay.
and then
I will only
we
will.
and then
Yeah.
we drew against Nottingham Forest, which honestly is quite respectable. But for our standards, it would have been optimal for us to get a win there. But
Yeah.
so we haven't really been keeping up with our previous standards. I feel like this is a perfect turning point for
But
us.
you know what?
So
You know what's interesting?
yes,
That I don't know how you feel about the Nottingham game, but personally, as a neutral, I feel like that was actually one of Liverpool's better games performance wise.
yeah, no, 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 for sure
Uh-huh.
it was. I think if you look at near the end of the game, man, we almost put it
Yeah,
away.
and
You guys are
like
piling
that's
on.
like a more concerning thing for me because usually before you would lose places like Fulham and Newcastle, and that'd be like because that one week he just didn't play well. Like
Yeah,
it was like a random like one-off thing.
yeah,
Now, and again, I don't want to bring too much attention to this because it could just still be a coincidence. But I just want to bring up ever since that Salah story, bro, you have to admit he has not been the same. Ever since he said this is his last year at the club, he
yeah,
has before that and after that, it's just two different players. Now, that being said,
yeah.
Brentford, as you mentioned earlier, home record not so good. So their last three home games: lost to Nottingham, lost to Arsenal, and a draw to City, which was like, in my opinion, kind of suspect because City. We can
They're
talk about City later, but it was not good from City. So I think Liverpool could still win, but it'll be pretty close. I think Liverpool wins this 2-1.
Oh yeah, I also had 2-1 too. Yeah, for
oh
sure.
dang, you guys are in agreement here. I
Wait,
mean,
I wanna know because since we're on the topic of Liverpool, what is this Salah thing? Do you still think it's a coincidence?
No, I don't. I think if previous years he's had dips in form too. Again, I'm not concerned at all. Two games that are bad, 3 games that are bad. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the clear Ballon d'Or favorite.
So it is a
Um,
coincidence, is what you're saying. I asked you, is it a
I think it's
coincidence?
a.
You said no.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. I meant it is a pure coincidence. I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's okay. Okay, I mean he is world class for a reason. It's all right. I'm not gonna.
Hypothetically, what if he doesn't do much again against Brentford?
Um, to be honest with you, I won't be concerned until he doesn't perform this week and he doesn't perform next week. This week is whatever.
Brentford, and then you have Lille in the Champions League, which will be a big matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
And
yeah,
Yeah,
if he step up
no,
to that, I think is the real question. Okay, fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Yeah, I think right now I'm still not concerned. I'll have to wait a few more weeks, maybe 2 more weeks, until I
Sure.
actually get concerned. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of patience you have.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's a world class player. Again, players like these, they don't. It's just form, right? The class is always there. I mean, form always goes up and down. So, again, I'm not going to put too much pressure on Salah.
Dang, form is temporary, class is forever.
Of course, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
exactly.
All right, then let's go on. West Ham, they've been coming off of a draw with a win
A
over
win.
Fulham. Yeah, a win over Fulham. And then
Yes,
they're going against Crystal Palace, who are surprisingly only like 2 points behind them right now. Who you guys got?
man. I know Crystal Palace's late record of as of late is looking decent, but I mean, Graham Potter, man, this new team is looking is it's looking very promising, and with
Yeah.
West Ham at home again. I had to give this to West Ham and have a 3-2 win.
Okay. Oh, 3-2. Wait, you
Yes.
want to like expand on why is 3-2? Because that's 5 goals. How is that? Explain that one.
Well, to be honest with you, this is quite
Oh my
based on
god.
vibes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But
we
no
are
no
we
no.
are
But
back to
I
that
do feel
era.
like it's gonna be a high scoring game. I
Is
just
it suspicious for me that you would say Palace would score 2 goals and yet still lose, given that Mateta is their highest goal scorer with 6, and then their second is Ismail Assar with 4 goals, and their
Mhm.
third is Mark Gahey, who is a center back. So I
Yeah
think, if Crystal Palace wins, they would win like 1-0, 2-0. If they
yeah.
lose, they would lose 1-0, 2-0. 3-2 loss would be kind of crazy. Very
Mm.
unexpected if that happens, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
But yeah, that's true. But it's okay. I expect things, you know.
All right, fair. I mean, I guess you could do whatever when we're not really when these scorelines don't really matter in our
Yeah, I don't
in
think the
the game.
scorelines really matter all that much. But yeah,
I'm
I'm just
still
going off
trying
the
to be
vibes
I'm
here.
still trying to be like realistic though, personally. Okay, anyway,
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
say, Graham Potter, it's the new manager boost, and also like the fact they're playing these 2 games at home. This really reminds me of when Ruud van Nistelrooy, was the less when he came in. The first 2 games were at home, and huge boost. It clicked right away. I expect that to happen again. So I think I agree with you. West Ham's going to win this, and also just in general, I think like the Crystal Palace 3 at a back formation is not a good idea
Mm.
against Graham Potter ball.
Yep. Yep. Perfectly
Oh,
said,
and
man.
so for me, it's 2-0 if I didn't say that already.
2-0. Okay. All right.
All right, then we shall move on. Fulham is. We're gonna go on to Leicester versus Fulham. Fulham, they're in like very questionable form right now. Leicester's been in atrocious form. What you guys got?
Yeah, I mean, this is like, have you guys seen that movie Dumb and Dumber? Like, this is
Oh
what,
dang,
yeah, this is
Uh-huh.
what this matchup really reminds me of.
Dumb and
that's
dumber.
Again,
crazy.
yeah,
I mean,
but
Fulham
okay,
is
again,
still 10th in the
Fulham's
league.
form isn't that bad. I mean, it's like 1 loss in their last
yeah,
like 10. That's not that bad.
yeah, I know. That's why it's dumb. It's not bad. Dumb. Like I
Okay.
would say a lot of people are dumb,
Oh,
right?
so you're
But
saying Dumber is Leicester?
yeah, because they're
All right,
worse. Yeah, right,
that's
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're not dumb. We're just not good.
Okay,
Dumb is
all
like
right.
Everton, you
I mean,
know.
yeah, you keep telling yourself that. It's okay. But
Well, I
anyways,
mean, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing wrong? What we're doing wrong is our players are not good enough.
yeah, sucks to be you, man. Okay. Anyways,
Yo, I hate this guy.
Leicester have lost last 6 of their last 8 Premier League games under Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Thanks
Vardy
for
has
that.
not scored in
tough.
his last 5 Prem games,
You
which
could also have just said they lost their last six games in a row. That's actually pretty charitable for you to say 6 of 8.
look, I wanted to be a little nicer to you. I felt bad if I said 6 in a row. Okay, like genuinely, it's like
Okay.
taking candy from a baby. Like I'm sorry. I have to help you guys out a little bit. Okay.
Ah, yes. Oh, cheering
We don't need
everybody
helping.
down.
What needs helping is your current score in this matchday predictor.
Dang, it's really a 22
All
gap.
right. Well, I mean, you know who else needs help? Vardy also. I mean, Vardy has not scored in his last 5 Prem games. He's had 18 shots and he's had 2.6 xG, and he has not scored a single goal. Help my brother out.
Shut
Two
up,
one
man. Shut
Fulham.
up. Shut up.
2-1 Fulham.
Shut up. Okay. Um. Here, you're gonna put a times to multiply on for me for this, but for
Wow.
some reason, this is pure vibes, by the way. But I'm gonna actually
Wow.
create the 1-1 draw. Pure vibes. Pure vibes. Wait,
All
I do
right.
have some reasoning. I do actually have some reasoning, and that is, who's been pretty good for Leicester recently?
Who?
Buonate, Kanous, and Mavididi.
Okay.
So we talked about this last week, but I think if Leicester wins games, it's through a pretty strong wing attack. And Fulham's midfield very strong, but their wing backs kind of suspect, in my opinion. So I think we're at home. We just pull like a BS goal. Like we deserve to lose the game objectively. We pull like a BS goal, and even when we get lucky, they'll still score a goal on us because our defense is just that bad. And then somehow we get a 1-1 draw. I'm not. This doesn't mean that Leicester are back. This doesn't mean we're not going to get relegated. But we're not Southampton. Okay, we're not going to lose every game. There's a difference. Like there's a difference between us who are relegation and like actual dog crap. And that's the reasoning for I think we might get a draw here.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That's fair. I mean, I'm also putting a times 2 because I mean, dude, like, what is that prediction, dude? Like times
Yeah,
2.
I'm also putting a times two. But yeah, it's all good.
All right. Okay. At some point, you guys.
Actually, you know
Uh,
what? I want to put a times 3. Sorry, not times 2.
oh,
Okay, then I'll put a times three. Let's go.
Oh,
Whatever. I'm
okay.
putting that through.
anyone putting it up to type 6?
No, 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 no. I feel like we are going to have more disagreements. I feel
Yeah,
like.
we're probably gonna have more disagreements, but I just don't know how. I guess I just don't know how ludicrous it'll be.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
All right then. Let's go on then. Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup. I feel like it's been always pretty fun. This game always ends up being always having a team winning. Um, Arsenal versus Aston Villa has not drawn in the last 18 Premier League meetings, so
Yeah,
we
this
know
guy with the stats, bro. Oh my
we
goodness.
know we know that this is going to do a lot to the top four race. Um, we know that Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 13 Premier League home games, which is amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who was the last team that beat Aston Villa at home? It was Aston. What am I saying?
Oh, it was
Who
Aston
was the
Villa.
last
The last
team?
team that beat Aston Villa at
Yes,
home
Who
was
was the
Aston
last?
Villa.
Oh my
it
god,
was
dude! That was
Aston
supposed to be
Villa beat
such a good
themselves at
line.
home. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, who was the last team that beat Arsenal at home? Well, it was Aston Villa last season when they won 2-0. However, Aston Villa, I don't feel like they're the same team as last year. Um, Arsenal are just looking too good at home. I have to give this to 2-0 Arsenal.
I agree to the Arsenal. I feel like you're disrespecting Villa a little bit with that, though. To be fair, I will
Really?
say, yeah, because I mean, okay. Well, one thing, I don't know that Villa is like clearly worse than they were last year. Personally,
Mm,
I think the only reason they're not top four right now is because other teams have gotten better, not they've gotten worse. Because the teams above them, the teams that like are preventing them from being top four, it's City, which I'm gonna ignore them real quick because they're like I don't really know what's going on there. It's Chelsea and Newcastle, and both those teams have made massive improvements from last year.
mhm.
So
All
and like
right.
That's
also, I'm
interesting.
just watching the game. I don't think Aston Villa is really getting worse. Even look at their recent form; it's pretty good. The reason I have Arsenal winning is because Villa are just not like are not like the type of team that contends. They're the kind of team that just wins when they're supposed to, loses when they're supposed to as well. You'd say on their recent form, they won the last 3 games, but it was against Leicester, West Ham, and Everton. So I don't know how much you want to glean from that.
Yeah, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I agree
So
with you on that.
I would just say based off the fact Villa are pretty bad against like stronger teams, like losing to Forest, Newcastle, drawing Brighton. That's the reasoning for me to have Arsenal win. So I also agree with you though. Arsenal 2-0.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
All right.
Agreement.
Okay. Then we shall move on. Man United versus Brighton. Man United today, by the way, they
Mm-hmm.
were it was looking tough against Southampton, and then
That's for
Amad
hey.
Diallo, bro.
You know that
Amad
meme? You
Diallo,
know that
clutch
meme?
up,
Like
hat trick.
they had us in the first. I'm not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. You know that meme?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they had them in the
That's
first
what that
80
was.
minutes. First 80 minutes, not even the first half.
They had us for the first 80 minutes, and Ahmad Diallo, bro, he turned into Prime Ronaldo. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I do want like Hamid Diallo is absolutely insane. Um, I do want to say though, ever since Ruben Amorim came to this Man United team, they've been winning games late, and that I see that as an amazing sign for the future, right? I mean, clearly there has been some sort of mentality change, but something that was really missing when Aaron Ten Hag was coaching this team. But
Yeah, that's
however, I
true.
do want to say, I mean, dude, uh, you almost lost to Southampton. And
Okay, to be
I
fair,
know,
you guys also almost lost to Southampton.
yes, I know. Southampton are actually like, I'm sorry, they have been a very difficult matchup for Liverpool. Like objective, like if you actually watch the game, like
I think they're just more of a difficult matchup against stronger teams in general because stronger teams just underrate them.
yeah, that is true. Yes, but
Mhm.
again, going back to Man United, I mean, their form's gonna drop eventually. Okay, like I don't think,
Well, the form you talking. To be clear, the form you speak of here is 2 matches.
uh, it
But
yeah
sure.
yeah I guess so, yes, but they just play. I think this is just momentum coming off of that huge FA Cup win. I don't. I think the team is improving. I don't think it's gonna be like a straight slope up. I think they're gonna go up, dip a little bit, but I keep on going up. And
Okay.
I don't think Man United are in any transfer talks at all. He hasn't really brought anyone in. He's going to wait until the season's over to bring anyone in. So again, I mean, they're going on the up, and now I expect a dip. So I have a Brighton win.
Yeah, you're too metal with the prediction. You are overestimating Brighton, which you're doing that because you're overcompensating for the fact that you underestimated Brighton last time, and I punished you for it. So, yeah, you're wrong. Man United win, obviously.
Wow.
I'll
Okay.
explain why in a bit, but I just want to crap on you a little bit first.
Multipliers?
Obviously, multiplier. I just want to crap on you a little bit, and then I'll explain why I actually have this prediction. Um, yeah, I mean, this is Kaibo at his best. Absolutely zero backbone. Just just going with the tides. All good, all good. But let me explain why this Man United thing is much more sustainable than I think Kaibo is saying. Yes, they're not going to get better in in this transfer window. There's not much room for improvement here. What I've been seeing recently is absolutely sustainable. Remember what I said before about the main problem is the center backs, and they're not playing a good style to deal with given their center backs. Well, now they are. Now they absolutely are. And the build-up play, I think, it's one thing that Amarin has this one system that works. Another thing that I don't think we give him enough credit for is that he's able to actually adjust the system a lot. Like, for example, he plays a three. He's not even playing a 3-5-2 right now. This guy's literally changing the formation to push back the center backs more. To push back, sorry, not the center backs, to push back the wingers more, and sort of just let them choose to be as defensive or attacking as they want. Like Mesraoui, for example, he does. He's pretty he's pretty sh- he's very strong defensively. He has some attack, but maybe not as much as Amron would like. But then you supplement that with having players like Kobe Mainu and Amad Diallo that can punch through in the midfield, and then it's all good. So look, I think Man United. If I think, in all honesty, Amron has figured out the system. He knows the midfielders he wants to play. He knows the center backs he wants to play, and they have Harry Maguire there. If they want to, if someone gets in, if like Martinez, Delict, Euro, someone gets injured, they can put him in there as well. And Bruno Fernandez, I know he had a quiet game, but he's definitely starting to show up, and he's definitely starting to contribute, give the impact that he was supposed to give from the start of the season.
All right. Okay, Kaibo, how do you respond to that?
Um, I think you have too much faith in Man United. I mean, there's a reason why they haven't been the since. They haven't been the same since Sir Alex Ferguson. I mean, I don't feel like
Okay,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
I
but
don't.
no, but I'm not. Listen, I'm not suggesting that Man United is gonna play like a top four team for the rest of the season and like just dominate every mid-table team. I'm just saying that like it's very obvious from the last few games. Amarin's experiments are more or less over. He's now found the system that works. The reason
Yeah,
United
yeah.
was so inconsistent before was because he kept rotating out players, so he didn't know his players well enough yet.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I feel like a lot of Man United coaches have, been seen to figure out the system, and it's all going downhill. So
Yeah,
again,
it all goes downhill over the course of seasons. But like usually a Man United coach, even if you want to use your argument, when a Man United coach figures out the team, usually for the remainder of that 1 year, they actually do play consistently and well. So even if you want to make
okay.
that argument, that doesn't even apply until next year.
All right. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, we'll see. Look, I love Amarin. I think he's an amazing guy. I feel like he could genuinely take Man United places. I genuinely have faith in him, but I don't think it's a straight. I don't think it's a straight slope, man. I really don't.
This is the thing. You're thinking too meta, dude. You're thinking, oh, they're not at like Champions League level yet. They're still gonna be it's gonna be an uphill battle. No, look right now, dude. They're at home. They're playing Brighton, who like you admitted you said this last week as well. They've been so suspect recently. Like this is not the same Brighton that we would have expected at the start of the season.
Yep.
Like, you're overcomplicating things. Yes, Man United are not that good yet, but they can still beat Brighton at home. It's
Yeah,
not
they
that big of an
can.
ask for them.
They can. Yeah, any team can be any team, but I just don't believe
No, but I'm saying it's
it's happening
not a
this
big
time.
ask for them based on the ability that they have.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll see.
okay, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
But it's times two multipliers for both of you, right?
Yeah, it's times
Yes,
two
I believe
multipliers.
so.
And if I didn't say my scoreline prediction, I'm saying United win this 2-1.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
have a Brighton 2-0 win.
Wait,
Okay then.
okay, wait, no, 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 no. Hang on,
Yep.
hang on, hang
Yep.
on.
I believe a full collapse will be happening. I said it. a full
Okay,
collapse. But
because Brighton, wait, because Brighton doesn't win games 2-0. If you think Brighton's winning this game 2-0, you're saying that they're going to dominate this game. Maybe not possession. They're going to have all the chances. They're going to be defensively completely sound. It's going to be just
I believe it will just be unlucky. I don't believe it will be complete domination. I just believe it will be one decent goal, one fluke goal, and then Man United just get unlucky.
no, but Brighton doesn't win lucky 2-0 games. It's just not the system that they play.
Okay,
Well,
but they can still get lucky.
yeah, yeah.
They don't though. They don't. They just
No,
don't.
but they will this time.
What? Okay.
Yeah,
Guys,
they will this
actually.
time. They will this time. Don't worry.
Oh, for
They will.
real? They will
Yes,
this
they will.
time.
Look,
Yes,
Darian,
they will.
if you want to, you can take a free 2 points.
I am taking
Hmm.
the free 2 points, but I just want to explain to the audience why you're so wrong.
No, no, no. I'm right.
Okay.
All right, let's go on. For our next match, like I am genuinely surprised that these two are in the conversation of being pretty much even. Everton and Tottenham, bro. Tottenham has been having such a peak fall.
Shambolic. And you know what's crazy? Tottenham has more losses than Everton this season.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is man. I mean, I, to be honest with you, they're like pretty level teams in this matchup, and I know it's sad to say that, but that is really my faith in Tottenham
It's
right
not
now.
sad. It's just really funny.
Yeah, yeah, again, and I feel
Then
like
why is it not sad?
No, it's not sad. It's funny. I mean, unless you're a Tottenham fan, but for the rest of us, this is funny.
oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but again, I mean, I feel like Tottenham used their magic up against us. In the Carabao Cup, they got no more magic left. They gotta, give back to the lower table teams. So I have a draw here.
Okay, my logic. So coming into this, my logic was, look, if this was Sean Dyke, Everton vs Tottenham, easy 0-0 draw, like you already know, or maybe 1-1, honestly, because Tottenham are so attack heavy and so defensively weak. Maybe 1-1, but does this feel like the classic Sean Dyche draw? And the thing is, I feel like objectively speaking, Tottenham should be able to win, even though they're so fraudulent. And Ange Postecoglou continues to play a strategy that doesn't fit his players. He keeps trying to play Radu Dragislav as if he's like Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's just completely fraudulent. But Everton are completely fraudulent as well. So if it's fraud vs fraud, Tottenham should win. However, when it is fraud vs fraud, you do not go for which team is better. You go for the funniest outcome, and the funniest outcome is a 1-1 draw. So we're gonna do that.
Oh dang.
Well, and yeah, that's amazing. I also have a 1-1 draw.
Oh wow. So you guys are matching up.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. We should give a big applause as we are Nottingham fans. This match has Nottingham.
Valiant performance.
They are
Valiant
going
performance.
against they're going against Southampton, which are at the
Man.
bottom of the league right now. But Southampton can always launch a surprise. So we
3-0
never.
easy. GG. Go next.
Yeah, I mean, again, I give him a little more credit. 3-1. I mean, not
What
like
credit? Excuse me. Sorry. What?
yeah, yeah.
Wait.
3-1.
What is this one goal coming out of? I'm so curious.
I do believe Nottingham will sleep a little bit. I think all
No, no,
teams
no, no,
sleep against
no.
Southampton.
You're saying okay? No, that's not true. Not all teams. So like Man United 3-1, but there's a difference between Nottingham and Man United, and that's Nottingham is much more defensively sound. I talked about this last week, dude. Nottingham do not concede goals when they're not supposed to, and even when they are supposed to, sometimes they still don't concede goals. Like
Yeah.
with the one exception of Liverpool, because Liverpool is Liverpool, they went like 6 or 7 games without conceding a single goal.
I don't know. Maybe Cavill are a little bit biased against Nottingham.
I think,
Yeah, I feel like
yeah, you know,
even in this easy prediction, there's still a bit of bias showing in that scoreline in my opinion.
okay, I guess so. But, this also could be the downfall of Nottingham, man. If they lose here,
Anything could be the
if
downfall of
they
anything
lose here, no, no,
by
no,
that logic.
I'm
Anything
just
could be the
saying,
downfall of
dude.
anything, dude. What are you
This will
saying?
be, if they lose here, this will be the most detrimental loss of, like,
Okay,
that
but they're
they
not
can
okay.
imagine.
Well, if Well, if Liverpool lose all the remaining games in the Premier League, that's gonna be pretty detrimental to their season. So
Okay, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying. Don't be surprised, man. I'm calling it right here. I'm calling it right
oh
here.
my
I
god,
have Nottingham winning. But hey, my heart tells me, guys, Southampton 1-0 win.
my brain tells me this guy's
That's
still extremely
actually
biased against
crazy.
Nottingham Forest for literally no reason. I mean, I
Wait,
think I think
Southampton.
you're just salty that they got 4 out of 6 points against you. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Like this is
I
weird.
am I am a little bit
I
salty
think there's
about
some
that. I'm
pent
not
up hatred going on. I think you might want to talk to a therapist, Kaibo.
Going to a therapist is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm sorry, dude. I am a little biased. I have to admit, but
okay, but we'll see. I don't know. Is Nottingham the type to underestimate Southampton like the
we
other
will
teams have?
see.
No, Nottingham is not the type to underestimate because Nottingham is not the type of team to underestimate other teams. Which one, we've seen this, and two, because they are a team that have been underestimated so much themselves and have been mediocre for so long, they know what it's like to be Southampton. The big teams do not understand it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, interesting, interesting.
All right. It's quite crazy that we had such a long debate about what seems quite trivial.
I mean,
Anyways,
listen, when Kaiba wants to this crap on Nottingham for no reason, it's always good content. That to be fair.
fair enough. All right, let's move on. Ipswich versus Man City.
Man, I'm okay. Just to clarify something, with those new transfers that he got, Marmoush, Kusanov, right, Victor Rice, like, do those players come in for this game, or do they have to wait a little bit longer? How does that work?
Well, I mean, I think because Marmoush it just became official a few hours ago as of the recording of this. So I
Yeah,
think he hypothetically could play, but I don't think they will play him.
yeah,
It's like two
yeah,
days. They're not gonna.
yeah.
I
That
would
is true.
assume
Yeah, I
they
think
won't.
they still have to do medical tests and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just interested. But again, I think City, they are looking decent now. I would say, especially with all of those new players coming in. There's definitely going to be some buzz and optimism around the changing room.
Yeah.
So I have to give this a big win, a big statement win for City, 4-0.
Oh wow. I'm gonna give this an itty bitty quiet win, 1-0. Personally.
That
Wow.
contrast is crazy.
Yep. I do want to say one funny stat though. Okay.
Okay.
Ipswich have only lost one of their last 28 home league matches against Man City. They've won 20
Ooh,
times,
wait,
drew
actually,
7, and only lost once against Man City at home.
and was that one time earlier in the season? I think it was, right?
I believe
Pretty sure that one
so.
time was
I
earlier
don't.
in the season.
Yeah. So quite. Oh wait, earlier in the wait. What do you mean? They're playing at home right now.
Yeah, but they already played Man City, I think, right?
When?
Earlier in this, I don't know exactly when, but I think they have.
No, no,
Have
no,
they
no, no.
not?
My stat.
Wait,
No, no, no. My stat is saying that they lost. Okay, it's of their last 28 home league matches.
Oh, that's what. Oh,
against
my bad,
Man
my bad.
City? Against
Yes,
Man
Okay,
City.
yes, yes. Against Man City. Yes.
okay, my bad. Misunderstood you. All right.
Yeah, yeah. So funny stat, but again, I'm sorry. Give
Wait,
this to
wait,
City.
but like how long ago were those last
30
matches?
years, but who cares?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Details.
no.
I feel like you're focusing too much on the details, Corey.
Yeah. Stop asking so many
Wait,
questions,
but
man.
yeah, but that's why Kaibo brings these stats up. Those
I bring
stats
these
Yeah,
are
stats
it's
up
good
detailed.
because they're
content.
funny and they're out of context stats, and technically they have no meaning whatsoever. But it's just funny to tell. It's just funny. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, is that all we have for this one?
Yes.
Yeah, we're breezing by today. We're
Yeah,
already
we
at our
are.
final match.
We are.
Chelsea
Yes.
versus Wolves.
Wow, man. Okay. Look, Chelsea is not looking too good right now. Chelsea are winless in their last 5 Premier League matches. Chelsea
Wow.
have lost 3 of their last 4 games against Wolves, right? And that's as many
Wait,
as the
really?
previous 17 matches, right? I mean, in the previous 17 matches, right? They won 14 matches, they drew 4, and they only lost 3, right? Just in the last 4 games, I mean, Chelsea lost 3 of 4, right? Wolves won last year, and Cunha scored a hat trick. And again, Wolves, but I'm sorry, I have to give this to Chelsea. I'm sorry.
Well, I sometimes you say things right, and then like
Completely.
it's like I got ChatGPT, but like a worse version. It's like I got Google Gemini to just spit out like give me random facts about Chelsea vs Wolves, and then give me a prediction. Just out of
It does a
curiosity,
complete
did
U-turn.
you go on a generative AI site, type in
No, I
that
did
prompt,
not.
and then copy and then verbalize what they said?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, but again, I'm sorry. I have to give this to Chelsea. Chelsea is. I have faith in them. Wolves are just not looking the best right now. Um, or just in general, honestly. And I feel like
They've
this
been
is a
pretty
comeback
okay.
match.
They've been fine. I mean,
Yeah, they've been
for Wolves
okay.
standards, for Wolves standards.
Yeah, I just mean I'm speaking in general terms.
Okay.
But again, I feel like for this young Chelsea team, this is like a turnaround opportunity. I have to give this to Chelsea, and I have a 3-1 win.
I'm going. This is my crazy stat of the week. I'm going 3-2, and the reason for that
Okay.
is Wolverhampton are starting to play like a lower mid-table team and not just like easy take the free 3 points for free. They're getting relegated, and so you know I do think yeah Chelsea will turn it around eventually. But like from a logical perspective, if this is against like I don't know if they were playing like Bournemouth, I just wouldn't see it. Well, I guess they just did play Bournemouth, so that's a funny example for me. If they're playing like Brighton, I don't know if I would see it. But given this is Wolves, I think just based off of the fact that the only good player for them recently has been Cole Palmer. Let's be real. If he just Cole Palmer continues to do Cole Palmer things, continues to do another masterclass, I see Chelsea just absolutely just cooking them offensively. Like Cole Palmer will score a goal. He'll give. He'll make he'll get 2 assists. However, he should get 5. But then Chelsea just miss 3 of them. And then Wolves, because Chelsea's defense has been really bad recently as well, Wolves also sneaks 2 goals in. Mateus Cunha scores minimum 1 goal, and then Wolves will score like a 30 from 30 feet out to score like a screamer for the second goal.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, that
So
makes this one really fun.
when Wolves get relegated, what team do you see Cunha going to?
When Wolves, whoa, you think Wolves are getting relegated?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That okay? And
Really?
if you say when Wolves got relegated, of one, I don't think they're getting relegated, and two, you're confident based on that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait,
Wait.
can we transition from matchup predictions and just talk about this then?
Sure.
Yeah, because this is our last match anyway. So
Yeah,
let's talk
wait,
about
why are Wolves getting relegated? Explain this one to me. I don't see it.
Why are they getting relegated?
Yeah.
which teams are going above them.
I see Ipswich staying up.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't because I just think they've been too inconsistent this entire season. And if Wolves are now actually a fairly consistent team, they lost their last couple games, but that's because they're expected to, and they're picking up solid results overall. Meanwhile,
I mean, they're picking up solid results against. I mean, significant like teams that are in. I mean, basically tragedy right now.
yes, but
Um,
but those are the points that those are the points that like a team that avoids relegation gets, is my point. Those
that's
are the
fair,
points
yes, but
okay,
I do think
how many like for example, how many points in those 3 games does Leicester City get? Probably 0.
you're right. You're right, but we're not competing against Leicester here. We're competing against Ipswich. I feel like that's the.
Okay, I know. I'm just giving an example. I mean, I don't know that Ipswich are that much better than Leicester. I mean, when Ipswich are playing well, yeah, but Ipswich don't play well that often.
Hmm.
It's the
Yeah.
the entire offense is Liam Delap, and as great as he is not Cole Palmer in that he does not single handedly carry them every game.
Hmm.
And then their defense, I mean, what defense? They don't do they like what their defense is non-existent. Their midfield is very questionable.
I mean, if you want to talk about the Ipswich defense, I mean, the Wolves defense is also non-existent too. I mean, it's
Okay, but
significantly worse.
okay, but is the Wolves' offense reliant on only one player?
Mm,
It's
I
not. Listen, I
mean,
know. I mean,
I
sure,
mean,
sure. Mateus Cunha is really good, but there are a lot of players that have been also been stepping up and scoring a lot of goals recently. Plus, even if you still want to do Cunha via Stalap, I would say Cunha is better. He's got more experience. He's more consistent and better chance creation. I would say as well.
yeah. I mean, regardless of whether or not Wolverhampton stay up, I feel like Cunha is going going.
No, don't. Please don't change. Don't. No, don't change the subject. Explain why Wolves are getting relegated, man.
Dude, I told you, bro. Wolves are just they're. This is just a fluke stretch of games. I don't
A
believe
fluke.
that they are going to stay up
Well,
at all.
and what is it a fluke or is it the fact that it's got a new manager, Kaibo? I mean, I don't know. This I don't. This doesn't feel like a fluke to me.
Hmm, I don't know, man. I mean, it does to me. I'm not gonna lie. I
Wait,
don't know.
what?
I don't
Why?
have. I
But
don't have
why
much faith in this
though?
football team. Why?
Why don't you have faith in this team?
Because I don't believe this form is gonna stay.
Why
Oh,
do you
Why
not think the
not?
form is gonna stay?
Why the
bro,
hell not?
I just don't. I just don't. It's
Oh
as
Wait,
my.
simple as
so
that. I just don't believe it.
still with like no explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm.
Kaibo. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, do you guys have any other things you guys want to talk about?
I think I had something written down, didn't I? Or did I
Yeah. I
not?
mean, again, I don't really have too much to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just
Um.
want to say though, I'm excited for the City
Oh,
team.
I'm actually. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Well, or let's two parts of this. There's two parts of this.
Okay.
First off, so Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, is that our favorites for top three right now? Like as collectively?
Yeah. 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 I think that's
Okay.
Okay.
Who's gonna take fourth?
who is fourth. City.
I would say Newcastle.
No. No. No.
Wait,
No.
why?
Okay. Well, first off, because we were talking about this before, Newcastle's form has been absolutely insane, and
Yes.
the way I see it is that they are finally returning to the level that they should be at. They have the players to be a top four team, objectively speaking, and they're finally showing what they've got. They are, I think, now for the rest of the season, I see them being more consistent than City, and they already have the lead over City. They're currently in fourth. City is not, so I think they will hold on to this.
Hmm. Interesting. Um, to be honest with you, but you know what?
He's gonna be like, you know what?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
actually,
no,
I
no.
agree
I
with you.
think
Actually,
okay.
you know what? I agree with you. He's gonna say that.
Mm, at the release, okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I have to agree with you,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Of course.
I do believe. I do believe. I'm pretty sure England is getting that additional Champions League spot, right? So I do
Uh,
believe City will still be, or at least it's what it looks like so far.
okay.
But I
I
do
don't know.
believe
I'm not
City.
sure. Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure City will still make Champions League for sure. Probably in the fifth spot. I genuinely I don't see Chelsea making Champions League, man, which is honestly a shame. I would love to see Cole Palmer, this young Chelsea team,
Yeah,
finally
I
play.
think
Instead of playing
unfortunate
the
as
Conference
unfortunate
League,
as it is, I do see Chelsea could absolutely finish sixth now,
Yeah,
or even lower, because Villa has also been very good.
yeah. I mean, this mid-table is very, very tight. So
Dude,
again,
the Premier League is just so good now. Like, it is the Premier League is actually incredible.
it's the new Super League, man. It's the Super League, and yeah. I mean, honestly, it's exciting. It's exciting. Anyways, on a more, I guess, on a different level, right? I do want to show you guys on the pod this clip, okay? So just for some context, Corey and I, during school, right, whether it's during our spare or just during classes, we love playing FC Mobile, right? It's a very, very fun game. I'm not going to lie, right? There's a lot of issues with it. I'm not going to lie, but you can still find some enjoyment in it, right? I play FC Mobile a lot, and I've kind of introduced Corey to the game. So Corey and I were playing, and the clip that you're watching right now is the 90th minute. Okay, I am up 1-0. Corey 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Corey doesn't really know the controls, right? Corey, you kind of just do whatever. I'm pretty sure.
yo, I did whatever. I had no idea what I was doing there.
Yeah, this guy didn't. I don't know, man. And I pull my keeper out. Okay, and what this guy does? Look at what he does. The keeper, right? The player. He does a rainbow flick on top. The ball goes over the keeper, and he scores on an empty net, tying the game up 1-1, 90th minute. Like, genuinely, this goal is so insane to me. I don't like. If you guys can find a clip of this goal being scored in real life, I would love to see it. I've never seen a goal like that scored before,
You
ever.
know.
There's
And
no clip. It doesn't exist.
Uh-huh.
Never
yeah,
happened before.
This is the clip.
this is the clip. That's what I'm saying, dude. And like, it genuinely like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we were in the library at this time, and I just jumped out of my seat, bro. I like, everyone saw me jump out of my seat. It's okay, I know, but like,
Figure,
man, this goal was absolutely insane.
bro, I did not believe that went in. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was
I want
just
to know
doing
what
a little.
Corey's reaction was to all this.
No,
That's what
no,
I'm interested
I
in.
had like while I was doing it, as I saw the breakaway like I had, right? And then I just like I didn't know how to do a chip. So I kind of drew like an upside down U or a rainbow or whatever. Sort of rainbow shape. and then it actually did a rainbow. And then all I had to do was just not miss that net. Which I was actually concerned about because the other day I missed the net pretty badly.
Yeah, it was
But
pretty bad, man. It was
it was
like,
like Kai Havertz level.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
like, I don't know
Yes.
if you guys have seen that clip, right? But like, well, I don't remember who it was again. But like, basically, shot the ball, my keeper pushed the ball out, and it was a wide open net for him. And he swiped on the screen, and I mean, I promise you, dude, this guy was like 5 yards out, okay? And he sends the ball to the moon. Like, so again,
It's a stretch.
yes. I mean, I don't think it's a stretch, but in a way, I know I lost the game. Technically, I mean, I drew, but again, I mean, it's a loss, right? But otherwise, we wouldn't have had this legendary goal. So I just wanted to show you guys this goal. Pretty cool clip, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. It's just another thing, another instance where Kaibo gets himself embarrassed.
Quite
All good.
unfortunate. It's okay. Yeah.
All right, I think
Anyways, yeah,
we
we should
should wrap
probably
up
end it
this topic.
off. Darian, you want to do the outro? You're usually the outro guy.
Sure. Okay, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us why we're wrong. Tell us how the hell this happened, and yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.